How y'all doing?
3, 2, 1, action.
So hello everyone, it's Harvey and I'm back for yet another video, and I hope you guys are having a great time and welcome back to my channel. Guys, it's crazy. I just got a new information about what's going on, and surprising to me, I never expected this, but California, had to shut down again for the second time. It was the epicenter based on the coronavirus pandemic, and now they're shutting down again. And I was like, oh my god, see, if people are not listening, this is what would happen, and that's not what we want. We want to be able to go back to work, get the economy going, doing things. But if we don't do it the right way, if there are no vaccination, and then we have the anti-mask group of people and anti-vax group of people having all these different ideas and thoughts, and it's my right, it's not your right, and situation, it will keep us crippling. We are a great nation, and I'm so sad that other countries actually at this point are laughing at us. Let's be real, and it's so unfair. But some of my friends have started resigning, people that have been in the business for 20-30 years. So when I heard about California, I was like, wait a minute, you mean shut down again? Brittany Grey too was like, oh, we're shut down right now, so I was like, wait, Brittany girl, well, Brittany's pregnant and still going to the salon. Kudos to her, girl. At that level, I'll be staying at home. So let's see this video.
It's incumbent upon all of us to recognize what is self-evident, and that is that it is our decisions, not our conditions, our decisions that will determine our fate and future as it relates to the spread of this virus. It's our decisions that will determine how quickly our children go back to school.
I love the fact that Gavin Newsom, he's the governor of California. California is in the west, I'm in the east. Massachusetts will be in the east. So for now, we are doing, okay. So I'll take it. But the thing is that people are scared to come back to the salon. People still have that fear. As such, businesses are struggling. But let's see how it goes. We are trying our best, all of us with our masks, but I can tell some people are doing, going to CVS and getting colors from it and just using it. Even if it doesn't work well, it works darker, they just don't care at this point because they are really not going anywhere. So it says Gavin Newsom, California Hair, has given nail salon and can now open outdoors under the new COVID-19 guidelines. So as of this moment, people can now start operating outdoors, at the park and stuff like that. So they want open air ventilation, not in enclosed spaces.
Just basically hair cutting, men, women hair cutting, and no chemical services, no color, no highlights, no anything that requires washing, because we can't bring the clients inside to wash them, and we unfortunately don't have a sink outside yet.
And when I heard that, I was like, that's not a bad idea. But now I'm looking at it and I'm like, just because we have, based on the quality of your salon building, sometimes we have what we call upscale salons and low scale salons and medium scale salons. So this would really change things, change a lot of things. Like, this changes everything, because we are now looking at a point where everyone it's outside. So what do you start charging? So do you now start charging based on the level of the stylist? Because we have master stylists, intermediate stylists, advanced stylists, beginners and all of that, apprentice and all that, junior stylists, senior stylists, so I don't know, salon owners, so what will you charge? Will you still charge, or would you charge based off of like, hello, is the pandemic, let's go kind of situation? So when I saw this idea, I was like, oh, because I am already doing some people's hair in the salon here, and some I do them outside because they are scared and skeptical to come to the salon. So I tell them, okay, we can do your haircut outside, but then we cannot do blow drying, coloring. Where would you shampoo the hair? That means you have to have your shampoo bowl out there. So that's interesting how they will make it work. They will have to do a lot of reconstruction to do it outside.
It is our decisions that will determine what kind of activities we get to once again enjoy with our friends and family. And of course, it's our decisions, personal and subtotal of all of our decisions, that will determine how quickly our business sector can reopen with some semblance of the way things used to be. It's important to remind all of us that this transmission can.
So, to my own understanding, can't they just do it? I don't think some stylists will be happy with this idea of them going back to the salons, working outdoors, especially since they went to school, got their, licenses and all. It may, for some people, feel like, oh my God, have I been? Yeah. So, stop. But we are looking at a pandemic, and some may be like, you know what, I'll just stay home and forget about it and just, rather than going through these changes. But if going back to work now, it's now based on what you can, handle and what you can handle. At this point, can they? I don't know. Just because these people may say, oh, get your stuff done outdoors, will they, like these governors and the rest, will they get their own services outdoors? Because I'm looking at a lady saying, getting my hair done outdoors. I don't know how they will feel.
Face masks. This slide with a number of people that are taking the personal responsibility, not only protect themselves, but to protect others. And I just want to thank all of you that are doing that, for practicing the kind of behavior that will allow us to move past this pandemic sooner than we otherwise would. The issue of going outdoors, taking activities specifically that traditionally have been indoors and now moving them outdoors, obviously also to the extent airflow is a big part of that, can mitigate the spread of the virus.
Ventilation is very important, but now, can you imagine people are passing and they are staring at you guys getting someone's hair done? Oh, this is about to become hair show. When we go hairstylists, you guys know what I mean when you go for hair shows. But that's even in a building, because you need
about masks, but the importance of moving indoor activities outdoors. Accordingly, we talk about physical distancing, social distancing. Some refer to it physical distancing, just being 6 feet apart from people you otherwise do not mix with, people that are outside of your household, people that you come close contact with when you're out doing the essential day-to-day work.
I must say that restaurants doing it outdoors, I can see how that's possible. Salon, we do shampoo. Do we have to buy those shampoos that you can just install and get them? Oh my gosh. I don't know. Restaurants, it's possible. But if it's raining outside, what do you do? And then also, I'm not kidding you, in the east here, we have the winter and fall. God, it be cold and snowing like I love the winter and the fall. So would I want to be outside doing people's hair? I don't know. I'm doing it now that I'm doing for some people, which is fine because it's summer. I don't like the heat, and I saw how uncomfortable it can be. But I love what I do, so I try to balance it. Like, okay, you love what you do, just take it. But then again, this woman, are we going to? It reminds me of Africa, where the women are doing the braids, outside, and I'm watching them, as a child.
Seeing others contract the disease.
California is very hot. I'm not kidding you guys. California is freaking hot. So trying to do your stuff outside, you're gonna be burning. Sometimes it's 100 degrees. We are looking at almost 40 something degrees Celsius, and then 100 degrees Fahrenheit. That is that is hot, and people will be. So I can see why this is an option, but for some people they may be like, what the fuck is this, And there are some ladies that love their privacy. It no longer feels luxurious, and I always say what happens at the salon stays at the salon. So how do I now make it? Will I say what happens outdoors stays outdoors? If it's scissors cuts, yes. Regular haircuts, fine. But if you're to do blow drying, coloring and stuff like that,
worth putting back up
and
today.
braids.
The power of
Braids you can do it outside, but on the
just an
sun.
individual that is positive that comes into contact over a 5-day period of its impact, reduction in the number of people you've been exposed to. You just cut that in half from 2.5 people to 1.5 people. Now you're only impacting over a 30-day period through the power of those contacts, 15 people, and less still if you reduce your exposure.
I think at this point I would just say that because people will come in for their haircuts but they won't be able to get it blow dry. Okay guys, hairstylist to hairstylist, let me give it to you straight. It's time for you to start finding a plan B in your career path. Like, start finding a plan B, because we always have this saying in the hair industry, like, oh my god, you know what, our industry, there is nothing that can touch it. Like what we do, you know, even robots, technology cannot replicate us doing people's hair, and we talk about it, but this pandemic is so smart. Like coronavirus, fuck you bitch, because you keep mutating and mutating for God knows what. I don't even get it. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, really? That's what the coronavirus has been saying to us. Like, surface, even the surface, touching the surface is not safe. You can be asymptomatic or symptomatic, which means you can give it to someone else, like, without even knowing. So you can give it to your parents, your grandparents.
Less than one individual. And so the point is, we have to minimize our mixing. We have to minimize the transmission of this disease. We have to minimize that by practicing physical distancing, wearing the face coverings, and doing the kinds of things that I think are well described and obvious.
So if you're trying to get a Brazilian wax, how do you do that? Please tell me, because you cannot do a Brazilian wax of the Coochie Uchi and the Ichu Uchi outdoors. You see what I'm saying? This is
now need to be.
When I heard this, I was like,
vigilantly followed if we're going to move past this more expeditiously. Last week on Monday, I put out this new dimmer actions that we're taking in the state of California and what we've done statewide.
Okay.
We talked about those counties that are on the monitoring list, 33 counties, and I'll give you an update on those county lists here in a moment.
Yeah, California has a lot of counties, just like Georgia. Georgia, oh my god, Atlanta, oh bitch, they have lots of counties, like the largest amount of counties.
On indoor operations, on gyms and fitness centers, places of worship, still allowing activity to occur outdoors.
I kinda wish you knew how much you put me through.
This idea of doing it outside, it's not a bad idea. It's just the shampooing, the coloring, Brazilian wax and perms. How do you wash them? You have to have a shampoo bowl that you can use outside, so it's gonna be really tough
to be able to do their work outdoors. Turned out that was more challenging than it may have appeared. The good news is we now have new guidelines out on the COVID-19.ca.gov website, COVID-19.ca.gov website, clarifying what we can and can't do as it relates to haircuts and activities. We want to move indoors, outdoors for personal care service industry. Turns out, without getting into too many details, but issues of chemicals and shampoos and perms is more complicated than some had considered, particularly as it relates to local ordinances and rules and regulations that were in place. So we worked through that over the last number of days. Those new guidelines are up, and hopefully that provides more clarity.
Okay, California, I have to be honest with you guys. You guys have a gorgeous governor. Like, he's very well spoken. He's very well. California, you all better stop. Well, you guys do deserve a governor that looks good. Let's be real.
The tea is exceptionally good today. Who made this? Very delicious. Hold on.
It's California, people. We all know you guys. We all know how it is over there.
Clarity. If we need to provide even more, we'll get the good feedback, which I anticipate from the new guidelines. rest
Haircuts are
assured,
fine.
was to provide those activities with conditions. Outdoors, no longer indoors. Here's why. Again, we're seeing an increase in our 7-day average total number of COVID-19 positive cases yesterday. July 19th, 6,846 positive cases. 7-day average, you see up there, 8,911. We take a closer look.
Oh my gosh. It's increasing even more. Guys, please wear your mask. Like, why would people not wear that mask? I don't get it. They're like, oh, it doesn't say it can still prevent this stuff. Just put on the damn mask. Like, just put it on. Why do you have to fight? Why do people feel that they must always be right? Like, what are you trying to prove? Because, in my opinion, it's like you're just trying to prove your willful ignorance. That's how I see it. Because I'm like, hello, like, don't you get it? Can you be that selfish to a point where you don't see that it can affect someone else? It's not my really, until it's so sad that some people don't have this stuff called empathy. People wait until it has affected them, then they're like, oh my god, it's real. Really? Let me pour acid on you. Tell me to wait for the acid to touch you before you say, oh, it's real. Acid burns the skin. No, bitch, it burns the skin. You don't have to find out. I'm just saying.
Positivity rates, number of people tested, number of people that test positive becomes positivity. With now record 7-day average of daily tests, over 124,000 daily tests on average over 7 days, by the way. 127,000 tests yesterday. Our positivity rate over a 14-day period is holding at 7.4%. This time last week, it was at 7.4%.
Okay, at this point I have to say this. Just wear your damn mask. Don't try to, oh, no, it doesn't say it can prevent, no, wear it. Seriously, the first day I wore it, it was, honey, I almost passed out after my second gust. But then again, I was like, you know what, I disinfected, I'm not kidding you. I have my disinfectant, I have my sanitizer, I have alcohol, I'm not playing, like, just do it. I have my mask, I have disposable gloves, I have disposable capes. Just wear your mask and walk outdoors. Like, do it, guys, do it for the sake of the kids and the elderly. Just do it. Why? And influencers are having parties. Others are social distancing and influencers are having parties. Really?
Hi Dragons, tonight is a very special night. It is the night before Larray, my best friend's birthday, and he's the type that does not like to celebrate his birthday, do a big birthday party or anything. So this year I've decided to throw him a crazy surprise party, Dragun style, and let's just follow the adventure. Are you guys ready? I don't know if you guys are like me, but people who really ride for me, who are loyal, who are fucking like there for me when no one else is, I want to just protect them, one, but also just celebrate them. And tonight is his night. He has no idea what's happening. I just told him to get cute and hold my hand and go for the ride. So take this as your warning for tonight's events. The following is rated TV, MA, TS, PS. Mature audiences, trans, pussy stunting. Viewer discretion is advised.
Holly, what are you doing?
I'm here at the hottest party in town right now.
Listen, that's all wife of the party over here.
Right over here? Oh yeah, I think. Or wait, okay, yeah. So.
Right in here.
So Nikita, are you happy to be celebrating Larray's birthday?
I'm so happy. It is all about him. It's his 22nd birthday. What would you give the review of this birthday party?
Yo, she killed it, or whoever she signed up to do it.
Okay. So holler at Nikita party planning events.
I think I'm kind of good.
No, actually, me and Tony were talking about you're gonna plan ours as well.
I'll do it.
No, actually,
you put the Kardashian parties to shame.
I don't know.
I've never seen a Kardashian party, but I guarantee you probably should.
And Lorianne has done a bunch of them, so I'm not gonna offend her like that because they're bomb.
Okay, what's been the best moment so far?
Right now we're about to do a striptease, which is why I need you.
Uh-oh, Taylor.
mind the stripper.
Okay. Oh, get it,
Yo,
Taylor.
mind the stripper.
Oh.
Catch y'all later, all
All right.
Tell me when you want to turn off the camera and come inside, sir.
Okay, that's what's up.
Thanks, Nikita. Bye.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we
I don't know what to say. I'm just a Chihuahua YouTuber and a salon owner, and I've been in this business for a long time. And my guests, I've really grown with them. They've gone through college, gotten married. Like, so why don't you just, like, I take care of people that have cancer and stuff like that. I know that even if I'm okay, I have to wear the mask for my guests, and they also have to wear a mask and, you know, have their gloves, and I disinfect the salon after each person and after each day. And you guys are allowed to do your businesses outside, like haircuts. Why don't you just try it and see? If it doesn't work, then you're like, oh bitch, this was not working, I'm out of here. But if it works, then you duplicate it. Like when my guest said, oh, you have to do outside, at first I was like, in my head I was like, well, let's do it and see. It took longer, but we made it work. And the smile on her face warmed my heart so much. I was like, this is why I do what I do.
This ain't no allegedly.
I have to be honest with you guys. Looks like the future of the hair industry is changing yet again. So my advice, always have a plan B. You never know, just always have a plan B. And a part of me feels that if the states keeps going to the red zone in this pandemic, it may get to a point where hairstylists, you know, crafts jobs and stuff like that and careers will have to start doing services outside. Because the new normal is changing. No one knew that this pandemic would occur. Your new normal last year, this time, was completely different from this. If someone had told me last year that, oh, there will be a time where wearing masks is mandatory, I would have told them, oh, get the fuck out of here. You know, like, oh, bitch, really? Stop teasing, you know? Yeah, we are. And it tells you how life is so unpredictable. It's so unpredictable, it's not even funny, because I'm still astonished. I'm in shock with what we are experiencing. Never in a million years did I see this coming, but it's here. It's like an apocalypse that we didn't ask for, you know, and it's affecting everybody. So name calling and blaming people, oh, it's your fault, would not help anyone. If we don't work together, bitch, we'll all choke and drown together. So if that's what you want, but if you want better for our future, I would recommend just wear the mask. Like, you're not wearing the mask 24/7, you're only wearing the mask when you're in the midst of other people. Like, so that few, maybe hour or so, or minutes you spend out there with people is too much for you. Like, your life depends on this, and you're like, oh no, I may be asymptomatic, I don't think I have it, and it will not help. Don't you see how stupid that sounds? Like, hello. But I know some people will be like, oh, you're the stupid one. You know, those people that they are willfully ignorant. So they'll be like, oh, you're the foolish one. Honey, I've heard it all before. So my advice, people, just do it. Like, it's not the impeding your rights. It's not affecting your civil rights or constitutional rights in any freaking way. Seriously. When people bring that topic, I'm like, are you guys serious? Like,
what the fuck is that? I know I ain't crazy.
Your civil rights, your constitutional rights, wearing a mask impedes that. How? I don't know. Like, wow. You know, they say ignorance and illiteracy and dumbness comes in different colors. They weren't kidding. They weren't kidding at all. Guys, I love you all so much. I know people will not listen to me, some people will listen to me, but I'm just here to give my 2 cents. And we are all in this together. Let's just keep pushing. Whoa, something tells me if this keeps going on that the future of hairstyling around, the globe, especially in the US, would start having all salons outdoors, gym outdoors, nails all outdoors. It may get to that point. It may get there. I don't know. Something just say it's possible. So yeah, California, good luck. Woo! I cannot wait to see you guys soon in the next video. From Sal with the end of Side Studios, this bitch is out. It's true. I wish you guys all the best, guys. We need to help each other like we have to. Bye, guys.